Hey, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd. I hope you're doing well. And it's time for the weekly track roundup where I give my thoughts on a series of songs that, dropped over the past week or so. And whether I love them or hate them, they are linked down below. You can check them out for yourself, along with our Turntable Lab link. We have some kickback from that if you use that link to buy some vinyl, buy a turntable, something of that nature. And we also have our Patreon page linked down below. Get some extra bonus monthly content while supporting us in the process. Also, shout out to our sponsor, continued sponsor, good people over at That Ridge. Hit up that link down below. Use promo code MELON, 10% off. It's all you got to know. Let's go. Into the worst tracks of the week. We have a handful, we have a few. They are as follows. Ba-bam. This first one over here from YUNGBLUD sounds like a bad I was going to say Billie Eilish. Billy Idol ripoff. Let's not, please, especially since it's not nearly as good as the original. The Funeral is the title. I'm done. All right, we have a new one from Interpol as well. Why are the drums and vocals and pianos on these new tracks so sloppy and so ill-performed? And in some cases, just not mixed all that well either. Why does it sound like a mess? It sort of sounds like a bad version of a moon-shaped pool. I don't get it. Why are we doing this? And moving on there, we have this new 6ix9ine track, which is also annoying and trash. One of his worst vocal performances to date. And this weird fucking John Carpenter piano part is just really not the vibe for a 6ix9ine song, in my opinion. All right, meh. The songs that I thought were kind of meh, not blowing me away, but I still wanted to shout them out. You might like them more than me. They are this new one from Moo featuring Rebecca Black. Nothing too mind-blowing for this artist, but it's some solid electropop all around, and it is cool to hear Rebecca in the mix. We have this new one, Shake It, K-Flock, Cardi B, Dougie B, and Boris 300. Not quite as amazing as I hoped it would be given some of the clips that I heard prior to it, but it is a decent drill track. It's a decent drill track. It's decent. We have this new one from Jamie XX, which I think has some cool loops and grooves to it, but the progression I'm just not crazy about, honestly. Like, I think it kind of stalls out and runs out of it, at least with the radio edit anyway, runs out of ideas like by the halfway point, if I'm being honest. We have this new one as well over here from Holy Fuck, which has some very dark and murky grooves all over it that I think are quite nice. I just wish the progression or the finale of it was more consequential. We have this new one also from Boris, which Funnel of Love has almost like this rockabilly quality to it, but it's like doom metal drone rockabilly. If there could be such a thing in existence. But I think, again, by the halfway point, you sort of get the idea, and everything past there just becomes a little tedious to listen to. And we have this new one from Belle and Sebastian. Jangly, poppy, sweet on the ears, very cute and twee. Nothing too new from the band, but a somewhat solid track all around, I suppose. Best tracks of the week. They are as follows. Really dug these ones. They are this new one from Phoebe Bridgers, hitting us with a track that feels almost like, a little indie-tronic from the 2000s. This is almost like a synthy, sad Postal Service type ballad. It's beautiful. I mean, maybe it does lull a little bit in the last half or so, but it's still a beautiful ballad and quite moving. Even the little touches of vocoder on the track are quite nice too. We have this new one from Lizzo, Disco Groove, fun little flute licks, cool vocal lines. Not her zaniest track to date, but something a little more straightforward, just nice and fun and groovy on the ears. It's a good single. Very good single all around, I think. We have this new one also from Jockstrap. Damn! This freaking track. What a journey. What a multi-phased vocal epic. Like, beautiful ballad, amazing chord changes, interesting aesthetic shifts across the track. Jockstrap just continues to prove why they are one of the most creative duos out there in music currently. Concrete Over Water is the title. We have this new one over here from 100 gecs as well. Doritos and Fritos. Loving the somewhat, groovy noise rock shift on this one. Some of those, classic qualities of gecs, like with some of the auto-tune and the chorus and so on and so forth, are there, but I'm liking the way they kind of shifted stylistically here. It hit a lot more harder than I think that Me 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 track did a while ago. So I'm loving this. I'm excited about the future of this duo. We have a new one from Developer Lemons, or Dev Lemons here. Autopilot is the title. Great chorus, great verses, loving the grooves, loving the vibe, loving the energy. Respect all around. Hell yeah, Dev Lemons. And, this track over here is from an artist that I'm just hearing about recently, Deaton Chris Anthony, iScream, featuring Beabadoobee. And, it's really somewhat grating but fun and kind of playful little bedroom pop track with a lot of synths on it. It's quirky. It's quirked up. And again, a very tongue-in-cheek and just a really catchy track, in my opinion. All right, and we have this new one from Death's Dynamic Shroud, Neon Memories. Liking the somewhat Animal Collective-inspired intro and the way it kind of progresses from there into new wave and a really grand finale. It's an interesting series of shifts across this track. I feel like this outfit is getting more and more creative with this recent run of singles. And that has been the weekly track roundup, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you got some good recommendations out of this video. I will see you in the next one. Anthony Fantano, weekly tracks forever.